And so then we switch back over to Karen, and Karen's like, you know, still talking to Ray. She's like, you know, I see Giselle for who she is now. She's misdirecting her feelings onto me instead of Jamal where it needs to be, because Jamal is the one who hurt her. And instead of just, you know, expressing that and doing all that, she's taking her anger out on Karen. And in the midst of Karen and Ray talking, she gets a text message from Wendy, and it is the invitation to the Nude Interlude party. Then we get scenes of all the girls reacting to getting the video of Wendy doing the silhouette challenge, which I think is just so hot and sexy. That's such a cool move to do. Ray is sitting here telling Karen, let me get my glasses and play that again. Like, he's so adorable. He's sitting here trying to see Miss Osefo. You better stop playing because y'all both married. But it was cute seeing the girls react to it. They all was just like, Miss Wendy, Miss Professor. So then, speaking of Wendy, we jump over to her. We see her and her husband, Eddie, going into her plastic surgeon's office. It's revealed that Wendy has had some plastic surgery. She's gotten some breast implants because she said she's been breastfeeding all 3 of her kids for over a year each, and it takes a toll. I mean, she's a mother. Like, we just discovered in the last season that she, you know, just had her baby prematurely and all that, so she got herself a little mommy makeover. And she's talking about how, you know, being a commentator, which she is a political commentator, that people try to put her in a little box and all that, but she's breaking out of that. She wants to be her authentic self. She wants to be her own self. So I guess that's the reason why she's throwing this nude interlude party. She said it's going to be a pretty much coming out party for her new breasts. She wants to show them off. I think it's really beautiful that she got, you know, something to enhance herself and feel sexy again. She's a mom of 3, and she wanted to feel sexy again about herself, and, you know, she wants to show it off, so why not? She's still a young, fine black woman, so why not? I'm pro woman's choice about anything. If she wants to enhance her body, that's her body to do whatever she wants with. And she looked, like I said, she looks stunning. Like, she's glowing everywhere. So the plastic surgeon kind of checks out her body, and then the producer in the confessional asks, you know, have you had any other work done? And she's like, no, you know, I would tell you if I did. And it's kind of like, what's that mean, Wendy? Because the doctor was kind of looking at her, you know, her hips and kind of looking at her body and not really her breasts. So it's kind of giving like, you know, did she have a little nip tuck with that procedure? Did she have something else done? Why is he only looking at her body and not her boobs? So I guess we'll find out during the season if she may or may not have actually had some other work done. But the doctor says she's cleared for any of her regular activities. You know, so drinking with her friends is on. Eddie said he wants to be having sex, so I'm assuming they haven't been intimate too long. Look, her husband's ready to get back on that thing, so that's a good sign. So next we jump over to Robin and Juan. They look like they're having a little date at a froyo shop, which is cute. And the producer asks her again, here we go again, when are you and Juan getting married? And here comes Robin with the excuses, honey. Oh, we were in a pandemic. We're building a new house. The boys are in online school. Everything is just a mess right now. We still aren't able to get married. And it's like, girl, you didn't even have half of those excuses earlier on, and y'all still wasn't getting married. So the saga continues of if they will ever even get married after they have been engaged for how long now. I really feel like the Juan and Robin getting married storyline is literally just a storyline. I really do not believe in them getting married, honestly. It's been too long. Like, I honestly just feel like they made up this story to kind of combat some of the online rumors about her and Giselle kind of being in a lesbianic relationship, which would make sense because they both randomly just decided, you know, let's try to make it work with our exes. And it's like, after so much online chatter about them possibly being gay together, I mean, it was speculated all over like every season that those two are in a lesbian relationship. And then it's like out of nowhere these two just decided, yeah, oh, I'm gonna try to make it work with my ex. Like, and it was such a stretch for Giselle, because Giselle's always been like, you know, Jamal's such a cheater, pumpkin eater, all of this crap. And, you know, Robin always expressed how, you know, she used to be unhappy and whatever with her marriage with Juan, and that's why they got divorced. But then out of nowhere, they both just decided, let's give it one more try. Very suspicious. And like, it cannot be a coincidence that they both went back to their exes, and they're both still not progressing with their exes. You feel me? Like, Giselle's still not married to Juan, even though they're moving in together, which last year she said it was a requirement that they get married before they move in together. So it's kind of just like, I guess she blew that out of the water. And, you know, with Giselle and Jamal, now it's like, oh, the distance is too much, when she knew full well that he was a pretty famous pastor in Atlanta. So she already knew that he'd be far away. Like, that's not new news. He didn't just randomly start doing that. So it's really peculiar that they both went back to their exes, and they're both not progressing with these exes that they chose. Like, So we're gonna see. Like I said, they showed a little preview of them kind of getting into a little spat. So we might get some real drama between them two. Who knows? Like, we're waiting to see. So at the Froyo shop date with Robin, Juan pretty much reveals that he's been kind of turned off by some of Robin's behaviors, such as sleeping in till 10 a.m. and feeding their children Chick-fil-A every day. It's something that's been turning him off. And, you know, Robin is saying that, you know, she didn't expect the pandemic to last so long, and she's just been kind of overwhelmed with everything. It kind of sounds like she's kind of depressed, because she says she kind of just shuts down, you know, like she just wants to sleep. The pandemic hit a lot of us in a lot of different ways, affected us in a lot of different ways. So I'm guessing, you know, for Robin, she just wants to sleep, and she doesn't really want to do too much. Like she said, the days kind of blur together, and she doesn't have anything to really look forward to. Like, they haven't discussed what's going on with her hat business, Embellished, or anything. So I'm assuming they probably shut down like a lot of businesses had to during the pandemic, and she just hasn't been able to get back into the groove of things. But the two also discuss Juan's desire to have a daughter, and he's talking about, you know, how much he really wants girls. He wants girl children, and how they should have had a girl child together. But, you know, Robin's saying like, we didn't have space for anything, and, you know, we barely got space now. And he's like, yeah, that's why we're building this house or whatever. But it's like, y'all are talking about having kids, more kids, and y'all not even talking about being married again. Like, how are y'all trying to add more kids and y'all aren't even married yet? But okay. Like, I always just find it weird that people would want to have kids before they want to get married, because it's like, why are y'all adding people to the dysfunction? You feel me? Like, why would you do that? Why would y'all, you know, be so keen on having a daughter, and y'all not even trying to become a union? You feel me? Y'all are adding to the situation that is not even an established situation right now. That's just me. That's my thoughts on that. But yeah, Juan expresses he wants girls, possibly twins or something. And she's saying, oh yeah, they would be really cute, really cute. And he's like, you know, but you can't sleep until 10 a.m. He's saying she doesn't get her day started till 2 p.m. And that's when she just, you know, orders the kids a little fast food or whatever. This is Juan and Robin. So next scene, we skip to Candace and Chris's house, and the bonus kids are in the kitchen. Candace is talking about how, you know, she thought that the kids would be thrown out of whack being at their new place and all that, but the kids have acclimated very well to being in their new home with them. The producer asked Chris how would he feel about having some little Chris and Candace babies running around in the house, and Chris is like, you know, how would we feel? And it's like, he asked you, so why don't you answer? But we've been knowing that Chris is ready for kids with Candace, and Candace is the one who's kind of a little shy about having kids. She doesn't have any children. She wants to make sure she's going to be a good mom before she has children, which is a smart idea. You know, she wants to prepare herself for motherhood, which is a totally good idea. You don't want to just jump into motherhood and all that, especially with a mom like she has. So next we get a little montage of all the ladies kind of getting ready for Wendy's nude interlude party, and then we get a scene of Wendy and her husband. They're just going over the party stuff, making sure everything is okay, like the dinner and the place settings and stuff. They're having the party at Wendy's house. Wendy has these cupcakes that look like breasts like literally look like breasts with a little nipple on top, and they give them to their sons, Carter and Cruz, which is so cute because they make them close their eyes before they like see what they're gonna eat, and they're like, you know, what is it, guys? And they're like, chocolate, I don't know. So it was adorable. And the first guest to arrive is Giselle. I kind of like what she's wearing. It is a much better option than this little slinky weird pink number she was trying to wear in the montage. It looked kind of grandma-ish. It was very weird looking. And even her daughter, when she was asking her, like, should I wear this, she was like, no. But she ended up wearing some little chocolatey brown. It looks like some milk chocolate kind of latexy little outfit. I don't know, but it looks really cute. It goes with, you know, the theme of the party, so that's always good. The next guest to arrive is Robin, which is surprising. I guess she's not going to be the late one this season, which golfers clap for her, because she's literally was always the last one to show up. So she's the next to arrive. What she's wearing is really ugly. It looks like the pink thing that Giselle was gonna wear, honestly, in a beige color. Like, it's just a long sweater dress. I'm not sure, but it just looks really unflattering on her. Whatever. But her and Giselle go looking around the table before Wendy gets down there to the party, whatever. They're just going around and looking at the name settings on the table, and they notice that Mia is a name tag on there. So they're both asking, like, you know, who's that? Well, they ask, who's that bitch? You know that bitch? Like, okay, girls, calm the fuck down. But but it's like, y'all don't know this girl. Calm down, calling her a bitch already down. So the next scene, we get Karen and Mia riding in a car together. We learn that Mia is a friend of Karen's. Mia has a chiropractor franchise going on. She's an entrepreneur. And Karen's really fond of her. She feels like they get along really well, which anytime they start off a friendship very early, such as in the first episode, I already know that it's probably not going to last the whole season. So I'm already kind of expecting Karen and Mia to not be friends by the end of this season. So there's that. I'm just putting that out there because that's what they always do. But yeah, Mia is a friend of Karen's. She said she's telling Mia a little bit about Wendy and how Karen and Wendy had a little meeting last week apparently, and she asked her if she could bring Mia, and apparently she was making it seem like Wendy was all go for it, and they show a flashback of it, and Wendy's kind of just like, all right girl, go ahead. And they kind of show a little bit of Wendy and Karen's little date and how they're kind of trying to bury the hatchet, because we know that last season Karen and Wendy kind of got off to a little weird footing, because Karen felt like, you know, Wendy was doing too much, always talking about her accolades and her degrees, and there was just a lot of weird energy between Karen and Wendy. So Karen discloses, like, this is the first time she's actually coming out to Wendy's house like that. She hasn't really gotten to know a good footing with Wendy, but they're trying to start anew, so this is a new start for her as well. So Karen and Mia will kind of be meeting Wendy, you know, on this new page that they're on together. So they're just talking about that, and they keep bringing up how far away Wendy lives from everybody, and it's kind of like, okay. Like Giselle and Robin both had made a comment about Wendy living so super far away and super far out and all that. And it's like, okay, so what? Y'all are not doing anything else. Go to this lady's house, and it's looking like a beautiful house. So stop complaining. Oh my God. So the next scene we get is Ashley showing up to the Nude Interlude party wearing all white. It's like some tight little dress, and her baby belly is poking all the way out. It looks hilarious. I'm sorry. Her and this pregnant ass belly. It's just funny to me for some reason, but it was a basic dress and some weird ass silver boots. I don't get that. But she makes it to the party, and it's just Giselle, Robin, and Ashley now. And Wendy is at the top of their stairs. She's like, okay, I'm gonna come down. They're asking her if the special guests are gonna be strippers. She's like, no, they're not strippers. They'll be here, just wait. Then she lets the girls know that Candace called and said she had food poisoning and that she's not gonna be able to make it tonight. And I forgot who it was that asked, you know, if you think it's because Karen's here. I think it's Robin who asked, do you think if she's not ready to see Karen just yet? And Giselle immediately shuts that down because, you know, she was just with her. So she's like, no, I don't think that that's the reason why she's not coming. And then we switch over to Karen and Mia in the car. And Karen's going on about how she's so excited for Mia to meet the girls and how she's really excited to see Candace again, because it's been so long that they've seen each other. They've had such a stress on their friendship because of the whole altercation between Candace and Monique. So she's actually excited to see Candace, not knowing that Candace is not even going to be there tonight. So then we jump back to Wendy's place, and Giselle is asking Wendy if Mia is a friend of hers. Who is this Mia person? And Wendy goes, no, that's a friend of Karen's. Karen's supposed to be bringing her friend Mia with her tonight to the party. And just as they're saying that, here comes Mia and Karen are arriving at the party. Karen introduces Mia to the girls, and Giselle instantly throws a hissy fit talking about, ooh, Karen should have just ran up to me and started apologizing. And it's like, no, the fuck she shouldn't. Like, she doesn't have anything to apologize to you for. It's like, girl, are you that delusional? Why would Karen be so apologetic to you if you're not even apologetic for the things that you said? You feel me? Like, you disrespected her entire marriage. She only was asking you and repeating rumors that were already out here about your boyfriend. You feel me? Like, that's not your husband. That's just your baby daddy, your ex-baby daddy and all that. And she was just asking about rumors that were already out there. Giselle pretty much started rumors about Karen and her husband, and her not loving Ray, or Ray not loving her, and Karen not loving Ray's penis, and all types of just weird stuff. And it's like, no, it's not the same thing. Like, Karen didn't make up anything about Jamal. You pretty much made up all the vicious things that you were saying about Karen. It was just so stupid. So as the party progresses, the girls are anxious to know, who are these special guests? What is this new interlude? Talk to us, what's going on? So Wendy is going over, you know, what the party is about, what she's been going through quarantine, and they make it a montage, like she's just talking, really trying to set up for the big reveal, and which she does. She's only been living for her kids and not thinking about herself, so she thought about what she wanted to do for herself after she was done pumping breast milk for her child, for her last daughter Cam. She wanted to just do something for only her, so she stands up, takes her robe off, and reveals her nice pair of titties. So she reveals her new girls, which she calls Happy and Ness. I think are super cute names for boobs. That's awesome for her. The girls are really impressed, but they suspect that boobs are not the only thing that Wendy has had done. Even Robin, wandering eye, notices that, you know, Wendy has a new little curve in the backside area, and she's like, you know, don't just show me the boob, show me the butt. And it's like, Robin, you know that people already think you gay, girl, and you want to say some stuff like that? I don't know, but that's what she said. The girls are like, you know, what else have you got done? I know that can't be it. And she's like, I just had a few tweaks here and there. And, you know, some of the girls like Karen suspect that maybe she's had injections in her face, because she's noticed that she just looks overall refreshed. But Wendy won't let them in on her secret just yet. She's just saying tweaks and her boobs. Like, that's all she's copying to right now. She's got her boobs done and some tweaks going on. So we still don't know for sure yet. And they also get to know Mia a little bit more. They talk about Mia's kids. She has 3 kids. I think she's at 12, 5, and 2 or something like that. And she also has grandkids. And the girls are like, whoa, how do you have grandkids? You're 12-year-old out here making babies already? And she's like, no, you know, her husband's older. It's about 30-something years older. And then they get on her because the math ain't mathing. They're like, you know, how old is he? Then how old is you? And hold on, that doesn't make sense. And then they come to the conclusion like, oh, okay, so he's 32 years older than you. She might be a little slow because everybody's like, that's simple math. That's simple math. Like, damn, she don't have to be precise with her age and his age. Like, it was 30-something years. Relax. Like, it's not all that serious. Calm down. Whatever. And I kind of like this Mia girl so far. She seems really cool. She's very stylish. I love her outfit. I think she was the best dressed tonight. Even kind of overdoing Wendy, which is kind of sucky. I liked Wendy's little reveal dress. It's really cute, very sexy, but it was still kind of like Mia's wearing a little fur top and bottom set with a glittery kind of jacket, and then she had like this little fur thing on. I don't know, it was just, she was giving me fashion, she was giving me something to look at, so I really liked that. She's like a stylish woman. She definitely looks like she had some work done on her face, but she looks like an all-around decent person so far. So it was cool that we got to actually get to know a little bit about this new Mia girl. After that, the ladies moved to the dining room where they all sit down for dinner. Ashley asked Wendy about you know, as a professor, what kind of outfits are she gonna wear? Which I thought was such a stupid question. Like, why would a professor be wearing outfits to class to teach students that would accentuate her breasts? Like, I don't know if that was just like her pregnancy brain just being slow or what, but I just felt like that was a really stupid question. Like, whatever. But Wendy's like, no, you know, we're wearing cardigans and t-shirts, I'm good, but obviously, you know, I'm not going to be wearing dresses like this to class. Like, duh. I don't know why. I guess they were just trying to make small talk, but it was stupid to me. And then the girls keep asking Wendy about what she had done. Mia does ask her, you know, like, what you got done? And Wendy kind of snaps at her, is like, okay, what have you had done? Because you seem to have had a lot. Like, okay. Everybody around the table kind of noticed her snap, like, oh, okay, girl. Like, even Giselle had to take a drink, like. But the girl Mia seems really cool about it. She's like, girl, I got my lips done, fillers, bow ties, blah blah. She's like going down the list. Like, I could keep going, girl. I don't care. I own all the work that I've had done. So she seems really cool. She's like very open about it. She said that she even had her clit done, which caught Ashley's attention, which made me laugh because I'm like, girl, why are you even worried about clits right now? Like, stop. But it was a cute little moment, and everybody is just like, okay. Like, okay, girl. And Wendy's like, well, I haven't had all of that done, girl. Just my titties and a little something, something, not all that. But I liked how Mia came back at her like, girl, yeah, I got some work done. Now what? What? So as the party progresses, Karen finally looks to Wendy and asks, hey, where's Candace? You know, Candace not here. And she was like, oh, you wasn't here, but Candace called and told me that she was going to be sick. You know, she's not coming. Robin jumps in and was like, I really think it's just because you were here and she doesn't want to face you. And she's like, you know, don't take my word for it. That's just what I think. And all the girls start chiming in. Everybody's like, yeah, you know, maybe you guys just need a one-on-one first before, you know, she meets you in a group setting. And Karen's like, you know, I really do appreciate my friendship with Candace, so it's worth a conversation to really talk it over and fix things, because she was really hurt and I need to see how I can help my friend, you know, relieve that kind of hurt, which I really respected. That was a very grown and classy response to that. Instead of, you know, being evil or wicked or saying something shady, she is like, I really, you know, respect my friendship with Candace. And says, you know, the friendship is really worth a conversation worth fixing. It was really just a very classy response. I really enjoyed her response. Wendy says, you know, I really hope you guys work it out. I really want the group to kind of come together and kind of get back on track. And here comes fucking Giselle saying, oh, well, you know, that's not gonna happen and all that. And everyone's like, what? Why? You know, why not? Why can't that happen? And she's like, we all know I can't stand Karen. So now her and Karen are going back and forth, just insulting each other. And Giselle is threatening to tell Karen's truths and that she's going to stretch it out over a course of time. She's not going to tell all her truths tonight, talking about broke truths and drunk truths and cheating truths and all that. And Karen's firing back, talking about, you know, Giselle, you got a hot box and that's why you can't keep a man. And Giselle's in the confessional talking about, I got a WAP box. I'll take a WAP box over a dry box. Like, and at the table, they're just going back and forth, saying really insulting things about each other. Giselle's talking about Karen's husband's penis not working, and then Karen shoots back like, how can you even talk about penises when the penis that you're supposed to be, you know, loving on is out in everybody else's coochie, referring to Jamal and all the cheating and baby making rumors that he's experienced. You know, so they're just going back and forth, and the episode kind of ends on a to be continued note, which is all right, because that was just a little bit like, okay, y'all just took it way too freaking far. Like, really? Like, there's a whole new person here, Mia, who doesn't know anything about all this craziness y'all talking about. We're here for Wendy. It's a party. Like, you know, you're here for Wendy's unveiling of her girls and all that, and it just got really nasty at the end. So, ooh, child. It was a mess. This whole episode has been a mess. Yeah, I'm glad to see some of the ladies' fashions have elevated, because these women act like they are too rich to be walking around looking so cheap. That's just how it is. You know, doing all this and y'all walking in with the worst fashions. I'm just confused. But it was a great start to the season. I'm very excited to keep going with the season, because I already am going to be watching it, but I do want to keep continuing with the reviews. So let me know down in the comments if you like this kind of content. I definitely plan on getting this video out fairly soon so I can start working on the next one on Sunday, I believe, is when Real Housewives of Potomac comes on. I want to be able to kind of put these out kind of close by after the episode premieres. So I want to try to get this out and open fairly soon. Comment down below what was your favorite part of this season opener so far. What was your favorite fashion look? Because I don't know, I always look at what these ladies are wearing, and some of them are hits and some of them are misses, and I'd like to see what you guys like down there too. But yeah, I enjoy doing this video, and I definitely plan on making more, so check me out in the next one, and y'all stay tuned, guys. Peace.